gorgeous people.
Hi, gorgeous people.
Oh my god, I can hear myself. Where is that coming from?
Oh my god, I can hear myself. Where is that?
Fixed it. Alright, we have no echo now. How are we all? Hello, Og. Welcome in, darling. Lovely to have you here. Oh, yes. We are getting prepared for another niche Ignesco tribe session. And I feel like this is very fitting music for the intensity of what's going on. We have babies. We have survival. We have love. We have challenges. Ja, ja, ja. I am excited. This is our third session with this incredible group. It is coming along, what I'd like to say, beautifully. We do still have a few children that need to have some love infused into their being. So if anyone pops in and wants to be a part of this journey, you can. You just use the join command, and then any children that don't yet have an essence in them, which you can see using the tribe command, you can see which ones do still need an essence, as well as obviously I'm pointing them out during the stream. But yeah, you can be able to become a part of the stream. Subscribers are prioritized. Anyone who supports me with any bits or donations are prioritized, but everyone has an opportunity to become part of the family, which is beautiful. Mr. Og, how are you? What mischief have you been getting up to? I have got the game up and running in the background. We have got 5 hours and we are currently on day 51. So our goal is to get to 500 days. I think we're doing okay. Moon! Hi, gorgeous Moon. Welcome on in. Welcome, welcome. Gorgeous to have you here. Oh, guys, I'm excited. I hope you're as excited as I am. I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I'm also hoping that my internet holds up. She could be testy, but we'll see. Og, nothing much. Nothing much. That's fair. Chillin' like a villain. I'd say that it's been nothing much for me as well, but I've actually been a bit of a busybody. I've got lots of new things that I'm launching. I'm sharing lots of stuff. Guys, if you're not a part of my Instagram yet, feel free to join. I do lots of beautiful harmonics. I do lots of empowerment posts. I share a lot of support. Yeah, I've got a new emailing list too to kind of offer some more guidance. Yeah, lots of stuff going on for Miss Jackie. I should be chilling this week too. It's technically my winter month. It's my woman's week, I should say. So I should be being more chill, being in more winter mode. But this new moon energy has just been so exciting. Like, just I'm getting so excited for all these new things I'm going to be working towards. Super excited. But yes, I am going to making sure that everyone is dandy. Pop over to the game, and I guess we could do a debrief on where we are with everyone, remembering where the story's currently at, and then we can go from there. So for starters, I guess we might as well. We've got our beautiful Nariaro here. He's a little bit of a solitary man, but he's here tending to his beautiful berry bushes here that he uses for his healing and his ceremonies, as well as, just practicing a lot of his shamanic practices. So that's where Nari comes into it. Then I don't know if he's going to be wanting to find a partner or not. We're going to have to wait and see. Then over here we've got the beautiful Meticulia. Meticulia, I think she's starting to feel a little bit lonely. She's just seen her best friend Bumble pair up with, what's his name, Ravanu. And I think she's starting to feel a little bit lonely. I don't know if she would warm up to Nari or not. She might do, but she was trying to look after this Barina, but this Barina's grown up without her. She's just basically been chasing him around. But he's all grown up now, so she's probably going to be, I don't know, I think she's starting to feel a little lonely, and she might be trying to find a partner herself. Of course, we do have a beautiful Acorn and Ravanu here that are now prepping this area to be safe for their newborn child. This plant grew back to be a non-nichling eating plant. So I think they're deeming this place pretty safe. They've got hits of healing fruit, which feels really good. They're a little wary about the bugs, but we've got beautiful Marco here keeping an eye out for them. Marco just had a gorgeous little boy who's going to be the new leader of the tribe. But yeah, he's just wanting to try and get very efficient routing paths to travel on this island, as well as keeping out for any danger. Hunting, he loves to hunt. But yeah, no, he's definitely a very strong protector and supporter of the tribe. Which then leads us to his partner Ignesco, who is our tribe leader with her beautiful priestess energies, who's got her little son here, Pristone. Pristone still does not have an essence, so he is waiting for someone to, I guess, take him in. So if you guys would like to join the family and you don't yet have a nicheling in the tribe, Prestone could be a potential nicheling you join. He's going to be the future leader of the tribe, especially as it means he's getting lots and lots of wisdom from his beautiful mother Ignesco. But yes, no, Ignesco, she's getting a little bit older, so it's a bit of a later child for her. But no, she's definitely feeling like she's passing a lot of her wisdom on. And obviously Dad isn't too far. She can easily call him if she needs Marco to come back for any reason. Then we've had a few gorgeous children with Cla and Sorrow. Oh my gosh, these guys are a power pair. And they've had little Espresso here. In fact, I haven't been telling the essence of everyone. So we've got Nari, who's Tasman's. We've got Meticulia, who is a Keenus. Then we've got Acorn, which is Devon's. Ravanu was a wanderer, so his essence belongs to the nicheling gods. We've got Marco, who is Ted's. He's kind of like the whole starting of this tribe. So if it wasn't for Ted and him wanting to make Marco, we wouldn't be here right now. Then we've got Ignesco is an essence of myself, of course. We've got Sorrow, who is Moons, who I know is in chat at the moment, and Cla is Oggs, who is also in chat at the moment. So they created these nichelings. Then we've got Espresso, which is S'mores. She took in the essence of espresso. So we've got Espresso Kia. His newly born brother has not yet got an essence. So if you'd like a little bit of a warrior spec as one of your as your nicheling member, then you've got Pitcher here, who is waiting for some love, but he's just newly born. These guys are such powerhouses. They're so cool. Then we have the beautiful Ikora, which is a Trona's essence, and she's paired up with Flamebiter. There's a chance there could be a sickling child between these guys. They didn't gauge it when they met, but we'll see what happens there. But we're trying to find a nest. She's a bit more of an explorer, so she's wanting to do a little bit of exploring to find a nest nearby. But trying to keep the distance from Bumbo, Ruby, and the two little ones here, because Bumbo's very, very protective. He doesn't want anyone around his family. He's very, very much an introverted nicheling, as is Ruby. So they're wanting to kind of be in this space with their family undisturbed. And they've got the gorgeous Sprocket, which is Yazza Fox's essence. And then we have the gorgeous little Kai here, who is awaiting someone if they would like to embrace Kai into the tribe as their own. But our beautiful Ruby is getting much older. Bumbo's starting to feel a little nervous about looking after two babies on his own. So we'll see what happens there. Wyatt comes in perfectly timed because Bumbo is Wyatt's beautiful nicheling. Welcome in, Wyatt. I'm amazing. Thank you so much for asking. I was just saying lots of exciting things going on. I'm very, very chatty, happy chappy. But no, I hope you're well too. And feel free to share what your highlight is for today. Yeah, so a lot of exciting stuff going on. Oh, thank you, Wyatt. Yeah, I feel great today. I'm glad that it's resonating. I kind of feel like red's a bit of my color too. Red's a power color. I was just talking about like how a lot of the energies at the moment are like passion and drive and excitement. And to me that references to like fire and red coloring. So I thought it was quite fitting today. But thank you. Thank you so much. appreciate it. So yes, we've got a lot of exciting things going on. And I guess we've just got a new day awaiting us here. Um, yeah, so I guess we feel into the flow of where everyone is at. Oh, I forgot someone. We've got Aurora here. Aurora is of the essence of the nichling gods. She was a baby that was found just wandering around. She just lost her uncle. Um, and so she's just wanting to spend some time. Her uncle was buried here, so she was just spending some time with her uncle. But we got beautiful Aurora here as well, who's a little bit of a. She's very fiery in her own way. She loves hunting, she loves exploring. I think she really, really misses hanging out with Akora because Akora basically raised her and she loves that wanting to explore but still being close to the tribe. She's not super introverted, but she loves to explore. So thank you, Wyatt. Redeeming Hydration Nation, very important. I don't think I've had any water today. So if you guys want to join me with hydrating your nation, feel free to share what nation you are hydrating. I am hydrating Australia today. Ah, that is so beautiful. Thank you, Wyatt. I'm good. My highlight of the day is, well, the day has sucked. So, oh dear, Wyatt. Why so? Why do you feel like it wasn't the way you wished it was? Og, she have to give my son bones to me. What do you mean by that, Og? Alrighty, so I guess we see where we take off from here. The most excitement going on is probably Akora finding herself a nesting space. And I think they were looking up this way. So I might keep having them go up this way. Not getting too close. I think they're going to be in sight of these guys. So they might want to give them a bit of space. I think I know that there is normally a... I know that there's a man eating fruit there. I don't really trust it. So we'll go around that. But yeah, Akora is expecting in 3 more days. We've got Bumbo here with his gorgeous little family. Look at Kai. Isn't he gorgeous? Ah! Oh, I'm super excited to see who ends up embracing him as their own. And then we've got beautiful Sprocket here as well. They are incredibly adorable. I'm impressed both of them are purple as well. But they've definitely got the strength and drive. They're very what's the term for it? They stand up for themselves. They've definitely got the fierceness of their dad. But it'll be interesting to see if they're more drawn to staying as separate like their parents are, where they kind of like to keep to themselves, or whether they will seek the tribe. We'll have to wait and see how that kind of unfolds. Wyatt. Oh, Og, thank you for the reminder to stretch too. Let me just... Oh, such a good release. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's good. Yeah, my dad's car engine light came on. Oh dear. And we figured out the problem, and it's the transmission. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, what? Your dad's got a car yard. His own little car yard. 4 cars is impressive. Well, hopefully that ends up getting sorted soon for you. Oh, she found my dead son's bones from the bear. Oh, that's right. That was Aurora, wasn't it? And she was going to go over and, it was Aurora, wasn't it? So we might have Aurora go over and return the remains. I remember that. Beautiful. Alright, well, she might grab some provisions for the trip. And she will pop over and she's going to share the news with these guys. Oh, guys, Espresso is now a teenager, which means that Espresso can now do a little bit of exploring on his own. That could be very dangerous. But yes, we would just let Aurora say that she found the remains and she's returning them to the beautiful Kla and Sorrow because they raised that Barina. It was kind of like their first... I don't know, they first met and they're like, hey, if we could raise this Barina, then I think that's a good test to see if we've got a strong relationship here. So that is a big deal. That is a big deal. Thank you for reminding me, Og. why can Bubba play with his kids? Absolutely. I can see him being like a big goofy dad. He has like this hard exterior and he tends to be really reserved, but he's got a real soft spot for his kids. I can see you doing that. You know, bounding around with his heavy feet. It'd be so cute. But yes, no, we have this gorgeous crew here. One of his kids is a little bit too young to be dancing and playing around, but he can play with a gorgeous sprocket. Obviously, he's still wanting to keep a good eye out for everything else going on. I can see Ruby wanting to obviously keep feeding the little ones. She's strategically set up next to that plant. Let's have, well, we might have Sorrow while she's sitting with the gorgeous little pitcher. He's so cute. She might pick some berries. Maybe Espresso can help his mum. Who else have we got here? So we've got Acorn and Ruvanu. We're going to be searching around the place for a good, just making sure it's all safe. Acorn is now pregnant and she'll be expecting in 6 days. So what we might do is just have them make sure this space is all cleared out and safe. Oh, found a little friend bear. Acorn might pop over and clear that up. Beautiful. And with Teculia, I guess you can see now that the Berry doesn't really need her anymore. I think she's really wanting to connect with people. She's also wanting to give like Acorn and Ravanu a bit of space to start their new family. She doesn't want to go too far. Maybe she'll want to go wandering and go see what Nari is up to. So, ooh. Did she see that? Did she hear that? No, interesting. We might let her have, she can pop over this way and maybe she can help Nari's problem with all those bundles. He has a big problem with the bundles. So she's so cute. I love her tail. I reckon Nari turned out really, really cool because his genetics were going to be so randomized. I reckon he's very fitting for what he's up to. So, our dearest Sorrow has 22 days remaining and Kla has 39. And Ruby has 7 days remaining and Bumbo has 19. My gosh, this generation's going so fast. How? Alright, well, Marco, he's up in the tree. I don't think the bugs can get him there. I might have him just keep clearing up this area. Keeping it clear. And then I think once he wants to try and get a little bit of a route system so that he can easily jump from place to place if possible. But obviously he's not wanting to go too far away from Ignesco either. So I think Ignesco... I guess you can kind of hold on to Preston a little bit longer because they are on a higher stump than usual, but he's going to be growing up from a child to a teenager at some point, and he's going to have to be out of the nest to be able to mature. Can't be too coddled by mum. I guess Sprocket will probably be wanting to do a little bit of exploring. Bumbo's definitely staying nearby. But he does like patrolling the area, making sure it's nice and clear for everyone. Alright, I think we're good. I think we're good for the day. Bumbo starts to get worried about Ruby, but doesn't show it. I feel like he's got a very firm exterior. So I don't think he's going to want to go too far away. But he definitely wants to do just a quick skirt around and check everything is okay. Oh, I want to try and pass on that scorpion tail. Yeah, because I think both Espresso and Pitcher have the hammer tail. Okay, we'll see how they sit. She's definitely going to be obviously sitting with Pitcher till he's a bit older, but there might be another child in the works. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, let's go the next day. As we can see, we had our friendly Barina. He's going off exploring himself. We could probably have Meticulia do some hunting here. And Nariaro. Have Nariaro keep collecting what he can from the bushes. I think he's very appreciative of Meticulia's company. He doesn't get a lot of it. He's not super introverted. He just gets very into his space. His zone, his healing zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Don't let me get in my zone. Alrighty. Let's have... I might have Acorn. She can do some clearing up here. And Ravanu, does he want to just check what's going on over there? I feel like they've got a nice little space there. They've also got Marco keeping an eye out for them, which is helpful. I think I want him to... I think I'd like him to start trying to beeline to this tree, though. Because if he makes a track, then it's easy for him to get over there. Oh! Well, is that the nest we're after? The only problem is we've got the bugs there. And these guys aren't good with bugs, so this might not be a good spot for them. Let's keep exploring a little deeper. I'm just really worried because I know there's a... Just trying to be really careful working around these areas. Because they can't smell any of those killer plants. And I don't know if it's very safe for them to be out. And I think Ikora is starting to note that. But I think she might be able to... Can she hear? Or see? She can nearly hear Ravanu over there. Maybe she'll go towards them. Well, I guess the nest has decided it's time to go, so we might break the nest, and she might actually push the Pristone out now. And she'll pop down with him, of course, but that way she can start showing a little bit of independence, help him kind of connect with the world around him, do some exploring and such. Oh, Beatrice, these guys are adorable. We've got little Aurora here who has left the remains here for these guys. I don't know if they're going to be able to, but if they could bury them here, I think they would. There you go. Buried him nearby, so you can continue to protect them from the other side. And I can definitely feel Espresso would be getting a little bit angsty to do more exploring, but Sora's like, don't go too far away. What? I'm so excited, I can barely stand it. Why are you so excited, White? What's going on? For another child between those guys? That would be pretty cool. Why? So Bumbo wants to start showing little Sprocket how to hunt. She's not much of a hunter though. He doesn't want to go too far away from Ruby, but he might be able to show her a little bit over in this direction. Don't really think there's too much to hunt here either, but he can at least give us some guidance where possible. Little Kai's grown up. Oh my gosh. I love the mammoth foot. It is so cute. So far, all of Sora's children can eat the bugs. Oh, yes, they can too. Thank you for reminding me. I don't know. I'm just excited. Oh, I love that. Is Kai a hunter? No. Neither of them are really hunters, to be honest. I mean, they're not very prone to be getting hunted, at least. Alright, I think that might be everyone for the day. I think that's everyone. So, I guess we go the next day then. Up to day 53. Oh! The friendly Bearina just gave Acorn a gift of meat. Okay. Beautiful, thank you. She's going to be wanting to rest soon to have her own child, but she's just, yeah, checking out the space is all safe. And Ravanu is doing similar. I think we're going to have, let's have Ikora and Flamebiter move closer because I think they're better off not going too far. But they are going to need to find themselves a nest, and they have not yet done so. Oh, there's that pesky bunny there. Completely stripped that bush. Alright, Meticulia is going to be on making sure that it doesn't get any closer. These pesky bunnels. Oh, little Pristone. His eye mask is so cool. Very, very, very cool. We'll have him stay nearby. We'll have Mum show him how to use coconut soon. And we do have a very adventurous espresso. He's not going out of eyesight, but you can see him etching slowly and slowly further away. So Claw might want to follow nearby. I love how we can just break rocks so casually. Now, Aurora. What would Aurora like to do? Would she like to try and see if she can find where Ikora went? Maybe. I could see her doing something along those lines. Oh, we got little Pitcher. He's starting to grow up and be a little bit more... He's like a little toddler now. I'd see him as like a toddler. Going into his child days. So beautiful Ruby here. She's got another 5 days. We're going to remove the nest here, and we might as well push little Kai out. We're going to have Bumbo. He's still doing his rounds, making sure it's all safe. A little Sprocket here playing around his feet. Oh, they're so cute. They're so cute. I think that could be everyone. Oh, of course, we got Marco. He's making his beeline across. Being very aware as he goes. Alrighty. I guess we'll see what the next day brings. 54 days. Okay. Oh, look at these guys. Aren't they so cute? I love the orangey tone. Like the orange and the purple looks so cool on Kai. Alright, well, I reckon Mama would be happy to quickly show Pitcher how to do a hunting adventure. And then we've got Espresso here. He's like, oh, Dad's here with me now. We can do some more exploring. So he might want to go in this direction. Clara not going too far away either. And Aurora, she might be trying to sniff out... Ikora. These guys are not particularly good for going exploring too far. I would like to start getting Acorn towards her nest, but the big Bearina has got in the way. Do you reckon if Rivanu asked very nicely, he would move along? For the time being though, she's like, oh well, I might as well clear up the space. And I guess that leaves these guys to keep finding a new spot to settle. But where the tribe have already kind of travelled, so there's no chance of them finding a spot that isn't safe for them. There is a nest over here, so I might go explore that. We've got, oh, so many berries. No bunnels. Oh, there's one there though. He's going to keep having a nibble though while Meticulia's there. Alright, and then we're going to have... we don't have any bluebirds, so let's have Ignesco push over a little bit. And then she can show Pristone how to crack open these nuts properly. Oh, Picture's so cute. Alright, over here. What are we getting up to over here? We might do some more collecting. Which would mean Bumbo would be here supporting. We've got little kids. Oh my gosh, they're so cute though. They look so different to their parents though. I believe, Wyatt, both your children do have the Megalosaurus horns recessive. There they are. They've got a lot of good recessive genes. What? Yes! Beautiful. Alrighty. Have I missed anyone? Marco. Well, he's nearly gotten the path to this tree sorted. There you go. He definitely likes having a lot more sight. I think you can see Aurora there. He might be able to shout some guidance to her as she tries to find where Aurora, trying to find a Cora. He might be able to give us some guidance towards where she went. How are we all looking? I think it's just the babies left, so I guess that's our day. And just keep an eye on these guys here. And maybe the kids can have Megalosaurus horns. Absolutely. There's a very, very good chance. The excitement of new horns coming in. 55 days, guys. We're doing a very, very good job of being survivors. Alright, so I reckon Sorrow and Clark could have... We could try for one more child together. It's getting a little bit late, but we can try one more child together. Avatar is amazing. I love it. Avatar's so good. Alrighty, let's look to maybe having Clark. Alright, we might have an Usher Espresso not too far away. And then he might pop back. We'll have him interact with Sorrow again. And I'll let them try for one more. We'll see if we can get the Scorpion Tail coming through. Oh, Metaculia, you're going to be winning Nari's heart by helping him with all these pesky bundles. And I think we'd have... Maybe if we pop over and talk to Nari, he might mention the nest that's over by the ocean, which would be very refreshing, I think. I think that would be a nice spot for her to set up. So we'll let her pop on. So we're going to have a child in the next round, guys, because we have the beautiful Akora having her child. I guess the great thing is if the child is sick, we do have a healer nearby. Really hope for Scorpion Tail. We'll get the Scorpion Tail. Right, by the way, how did Bumbo's kids get goat horns? I believe it's because Ruby's hiding goat horns, ram horns, in her recessive. And the Megalosaurus horns that both the kids got, it's more of a recessive gene than the ram horns are. So they dominated the Megalosaurus horns. So that's why they got the cute little ram horns coming in. It's so cute. I love it. Alrighty, we've got 3 more days with beautiful Ruby. I think Bumbo, now that the kids can move around, I think he might want to... I think he's thinking maybe a little bit of support would be good. He'd love to try and get onto Ignesco. So either he'd like to find a stump where he can call out to her, which might be the best way to maybe do it. He might run into someone on the way, but he's not wanting to go anywhere whilst Ruby is unwell. He's sticking by her. So to make sure that she stays comfortable. The kids aren't going too far, but they are a little bit adventurous, so we'll see what they can see popping up there. I love it. They're so cute. They're like identical too. It's really interesting. Bruh, Bumbo is so worried to leave Ruby. Look at him, he's sticking by her side. Licking her and making sure that she's feeling loved and supported. So sweet. Alright. Well, let's have... Ignesco doesn't want to go too far. But Presto might want to do a little bit of adventuring. Oh my gosh, there's so many bugs here. I don't know if the bugs can get Marco from up here, but he's going to just clear out the space. And he might pop over next turn if he's close enough to the family and check in on them. But we'll have, now that Acorn can make her way back over, tumbling with a round belly as well, back to the nest, she'll be ready to have her child soon. With Ruvanu. And then we've got got sorrow here and a little picture. Maybe we could, let's have a picture pop over there, and maybe sorrow can see there's, yeah, there's a little bit of food there, so they can do a hunting expedition. Clark can help if that's what it ends up coming down to. Okay, Cora is content. These guys are keeping each other company. Oh, yes, we have Aurora. Aurora was wanting to follow the path with guidance from Marco as well to find Cora. So I think that's where everyone's at for the day. So let's go over to beautiful Cora, who's about to have a child. Guys, we're about to have another kid! If anyone has joined who has not yet added a family member to the tribe, because you can have a nicheling that you have an influence on and you can give a personality, then use the join command and you can join on in. Oh guys, we're about to have a little baby. Can we get some love in the chat for our new upcoming little baby? Exciting! I'm gonna bring in some love myself. I love it. We'll even have Humphrey support coming in too. I love that. Even Humphrey's spirit's here supporting us through this. Ah! Alrighty guys, help me with a countdown please. Look at her, she's gonna be such a good mama too. She's definitely got like a very a bush cat kind of vibe. Okay. Alright, and go! Oh, don't be sick. Oh no, he is sick, but he is beautiful. Oh my gosh. Look at him. Oh, what a shame that he's not well. Oh dear, Cora just wanted a child and ended up being a sickly one. And he's so beautiful. Oh, Ruby's alive. Ruby's alive. There she is. Ruby's still got 2 more days. She'll be with us for 2 more days. But yes, Akora's got a little bit of an issue here, so I think she might want to be wanting to call on Nari for his support to ask what to do next. Excuse me, bunny. So I think he's going to do what healing he can, share what wisdom he can. But yeah, this is a bit troublesome because he's like, look, he's not well and he can get you unwell. So I guess that's a bit of the decision. Like, is this something that I think should be very protective though? She wouldn't want to be leaving a child on his own. So I think Nari, now that he's nearby as well, he might keep an eye on them, see how they go. Oh, kick him out! Oh my gosh, I don't think Cora would be one to kick him out. So what does healing give though? Is that something that can be balanced out? Because I know we should, do we have a buff for the healing as well? We have to see if it balances. Does the healing balance the damage? Or do we stick by Pan and have him nearby? Yeah, but we're more than just a pack. We're a tribe. Yeah, let me get this up. I think we changed the rules, but this might give me a basic idea on what the rules look like. Because this would be an environmental. Healing is 7, environmental is 12. Oh, you're so brutal. I think I might turn the environmental damage down a bit too. I need to fix those settings, but I don't see Yakora wanting to leave a child though. Guys, what do we do in this situation? Do you reckon Nari would convince Ikora that she, you know, that he will keep an eye on the child, but she has to look after herself? Or is she going to be too protective and not want to leave her child? The drama! I wasn't ready for the drama. Alright, well, it's time to get beautiful Acorn into the nest. She's ready to have her child as well. And we'll have Rivanu sticking nearby for support. Right by the healing fruits too, so if she has any troubles with birth, he's right there to offer her support. I reckon Aurora might want to stick by and offer support too, seeing as she's just come at the right time. I'm going to say that's divine timing. And we have beautiful Acorn here. Settling in, for she's so excited. Acorn's been wanting kids forever, and she finally gets to have her first little child. It's going to be really, really interesting what our little baby looks like. Oh, I'm so excited. And the fact that we're going to have like a red baby, because I believe both their genes are on the red side of things. Oh my gosh, they're identical. This could be really, really, really exciting. Isn't she adorable? Imagine a baby Acorn. We're about to have a baby Acorn. I am super excited for this. She's just so beautiful and goofy and gorgeous. I love it. I love it. But I don't care as long as the sick one doesn't come near him and his children. He's very, 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 very well away. She probably won't survive if she gets sick. But is she going to sacrifice her life to stay by her child? This is a serious situation. Unless we can get her... There are healing fruits available, but they're not very close from here. Guys, what would Nari say? Well, let's see what these guys are doing here. We do have a hunt. We might let Sorrow do a hunt because she's been on mother duties, and I reckon Clara is very respectable that she gets a chance to get the excitement out from the hunt. So we'll let her do some hunting, showing the little one how to do it. I reckon Pitcher's soaking it all in. He's so cute. I reckon Espresso is enjoying be the center of attention up here too. So we'll let Espresso have some hollows of excitement over there. Which Clara would be like, you're lucky you're strong, because if you brought in any predators, but I think he's just going to want to stay a little bit closer. Not leaving Pitcher on his own, but just a little bit closer to keep an eye out, just in case Pitcher gets up to any mischief. You can't remove them being sick, but you can heal them. But I feel like he's going to take more damage than he would with being healed. So either he's going to have to live by the life fruits. He's going to have to probably live a solitary life. Ugh. The only problem is she were to leave if there's any bluebirds. But there's no bluebirds, so maybe she'll be like, okay, Nari, I hear what you're saying. If there's any bluebirds though, I'm going to jump in and protect my child. But I think she's going to make sure he's well bundled and protected. She's going to give herself the distance that she needs. But she's not going to get him out of her sights. And I think Flamebiter, he's going to be very, very supportive as well. And Nari, obviously, he's going to go back to his station, but he's going to keep a close eye on them. He's always going to go in and make sure that they're well looked after. So it's probably very convenient that she ended up finding her solace with Nari. I don't know if this is making like Meticulia, like, you know, a little bit kicking in her motherly kind of energies as well. Would she want to be having a child? Does her and Nari, could they have a thing? They're both on the quieter side of things, so maybe. That could be a thing. That could definitely be a thing. But yeah, they're definitely keeping a close eye on little Pen. He's gorgeous though. Look how beautiful he is. Is the Catface Nation going to have a baby? Well, that's what we're kind of looking at now. Because these guys could probably get along. She could continue also to, you know, like help protect his bushes whilst he's doing his practices. They could be a good pair, Nari and Meticulia. We might need to keep an eye out. Feel free to share your thoughts, guys. Alright, we'll see how that pans out. I don't know. Oh yeah, Marco can go in and check on his child if he so wishes. We've got little Pristone having a little wander. So I think we're gonna have, let's have Marco. He's made that trek. You might want to pop over and check in on his family here. Oh, they're so cute, these guys. And he gets to meet his little and get to see Pristone growing up, big and strong. Oh, exciting. He's definitely going to be getting a lot of his wisdom from the oak trees. He's going to be very connected to the trees. I can see him being very earthly. He's going to be an interesting leader though. I can see him being a little bit more of a recluse leader, whereas Ignesco was always going around checking on everyone. I can see him being a little bit more recluse and getting wisdom for the trees and, you know, making sure like he's got all the wisdom to share with the tribe, but less, you know, like, whereas Ignesco was always seeing everyone, I think everyone would be more so to go see Pristone. Interesting. Oh, we're gonna have a baby! Ah! I love babies. Alright, let's see what these cheeky guys are going. Oh, Sprocket! Sprocket! Sprocket is now a teenager, so she can actually go and do a little bit more exploring, but I don't think she wants to go too far from her mum, because she knows her mum isn't very well, so she's going to pop her here, stay by mum's side as well. We'll have Kai. I think Ruby's going to want to tuck in Kai for a few more cuddles, as many as she can get in, and Bumbo's being very, very, very loving and supporting. Very much so. I might even get him to pop here just so that he can comfort Kai as well, because Kai is still very young and still trying to figure out what's going on here. So that's very important. Let's see. Okay. Well, I guess we see what the next day entails. Yeah, no, Bumbo's very protective. I could definitely, I think I could see Sprocket being like a little Sprocket. Like when it zip around, explore, and jump around and do this stuff. Guys, we're gonna have a kid! Alright, you ready for this? I want all the love in chat for our new upcoming tribe member! I'm gonna add some love into there as well, get Humphrey's guidance as well. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. Oh, they jumped in there. We've got some hey guys in there as well, but it's worth it. Guys! A countdown from 3, please. Got a new baby. Oh my gosh, I want a baby acorn. And go! No! No! Oh, I didn't double check that. Look at Parla though. Well, this is why we've got the healing fruits nearby. Oh dear. Oh dear. I need to be a little bit more aware of who I pair up. Hey, we're learning. This is a new experience for our tribe, and they're coming to realize how much they need to acknowledge their genetic ancestry. We've got beautiful Ruby here. Oh, Ruby's over here. She's fine. She's still safe. But we've got little Pan here, who is being healed. Mom's looking over him very, very, very worryingly. Is she gonna want another child, or is she still too taken? Because she could fit in one child, but she's getting very old. I reckon Pan would be pretty comforting to be like, no, it's okay. You know, we'll have another one. We'll still look after the sickly one. We've got support looking after the little one, but I reckon, oh, but they know that they're not going to have a good child. 2 sickly children might be a bit too much. This is Ruby's last day, yes. But as long as he's still got the healing influence him, that will help. Oh. And Ignesco can feel like the upset in the tribe as well. Oh dear. Alright, well, we're going to have these guys remember to have their distance, but they're still going to be keeping a really, really close eye on the little one. Oh, Aurora's probably going to want to stick around for support now. She's so worried about them. She'll make sure that nothing touches the healing fruits. Oh, but look how cute Parlor is. He's beautiful. Oh. I know we're going to have to do something about this. I don't know if Acorn or Ravanu are going to take this as a sign that, you know, maybe they shouldn't be together. Acorn really, really wants a family. Oh dear. Well, over here, we've got beautiful Ruby. There she is. She's got all the love and support from her family here. I love that. We're gonna have we'll have Ruby snuggle up. Oh no, I want her to stay there. She should not be moving. Sprocket wants to move over closer to Mum. And Bumbo's very, yeah, oh, he tries to have a hard exterior, but he's got a really big soft spot for his mate. And he's so proud of her and the beautiful babies they have created, the family they've made. What a beautiful little journey these guys have been on. He even got a little bit of a root snack to help her so she can nibble on it. So much love in this space, guys. Can we have a lot of love for Ruby here, please? I feel like she came in, she wandered on in as her own little kind of lone explorer, took Bumbo's heart, which is pretty impressive. Found the soft spot in Bumbo, even you know, within all that hard armored exterior. What a beautiful, beautiful little journey that they've been on. Oh, guys. And knowing that her spirit stays, even though this is the end of her physical journey, she's still with us in spirit, and she leaves a legacy for her children. But thank you for sharing the love, you guys. Mwah. Thank you, Ruby. And well done, Bumbo. You've been very supportive. Oh, gosh. Alrighty, we've got a little hunter family here. And I could so see Espresso seeing that bundle and just running after it, even though I don't think he would have a very impressed family. We're definitely keeping an eye on these guys as much as possible. Oh. Not how I expected it to kind of unfold. But they're not wanting to take him out of their sights. Not at all. Alrighty, well, the bugs have come for Barco, so he's gonna take that as a side to go and chuff off again. But he got to say a quick hi to his family there. We're gonna have Ignesco and Pristone can actually handle the bugs, so that doesn't phase them. So they're gonna just continue on their journey. In fact, Pristone I can so see just wanting to play with all the bugs and having, you know, a great old time. And here we have, I think we just got a hunting crew now, which I reckon Clara would be seeing that his child just ran off. But let's have Sorrow do a quick hunting trip first. And then Clara's going to follow after his troublesome child. Make sure that he doesn't go too far. I'm really thinking these guys could be a cute couple. I reckon they could have definitely had a bond forming with all the help that he's offering, and I think Nari's really appreciating the company because he's been on his own doing his own thing for a long time. Alright, how are we all looking? Alright guys, we're going to say goodbye to the beautiful Ruby. After we get reminded that we need to hydrate. Thank you, Adrona. Guys, feel free to hydrate your nation for the love of Ruby. for Ruby. I don't think we've got any nichlings over here either that can dig it up. But I can definitely see, oh gosh. Not very super expected. I think I'm just gonna let them have a moment to be nearby. Not going too far. Being able to have a moment to appreciate the beautiful Ruby. I love that. Oh, it's okay, White. She's not far. She's still spiritually with you. Beautiful Bumbo, it's okay. Oh, Og. Thank you, Atrona. And the Humphrey. Don't forget Humphrey. Beautiful Humphrey. Thank you so much for popping in, Atrona. Appreciate you. Oh. Where one chapter ends, another one begins. How old is that guy? That peaceful bear. We've had the peaceful bear here for a long time. A very long time. How are we going with our little child here? Little Pan. He's still getting healed. He's going to need to start working towards a healing plant though. So I reckon Flame would be happy to try and find a healing plant for us. Alright, I think these guys would be looking to maybe look to have a child together. I like that idea. Okay, still healing. Alright, Mum's not going too far at all. She's keeping a very, very close eye on her little one. Oh, we got little Parla too though. Oh dear. I mean, these guys are gonna have to decide. I don't think, yeah, whether, you know, that's a sign that they're not meant to be together. Oh, Aurora, she doesn't want to leave them when they're in this state either, so she's gonna stay nearby for now before she continues to find Ikora. And Acorn and Rivanu are gonna stay nearby. He's just gonna keep clearing, not too far away. It's hard. Not even being able to go near your child to comfort it when it's not well. Alright, yeah, Bombo's feeling it's time to move up closer to the tribe, to Ignesco. So he's either going to be wanting to find a way to call her. He doesn't know that she's had a child though. But yeah, he really trusts Ignesco, so he's gonna be attempting to try and reconnect with her. Where'd the bottle go? Hey, there it is. Might even have Dad help. Little hunting party. Oh, Peach is so cute. My Mum's keeping an eye on that bundle so she can relay the message if she needs to. We've got Ignesco here with her little one who wants to just keep tumbling around everywhere. She wants to keep him by the bush because she knows he's going to be very, very connected to the wisdom of the tree. So I think she's just wanting him to try and learn as much about the tree as possible. We've got Marco here. So Marco... he does have the ability to fly over and check on Bombo. But I don't know if he is aware of his wishes yet, so he might be a little bit on the wary side of things. Oh, White, you're heading off in 2 minutes? Oh, doll. That's all good. I really appreciate you popping on anyway. Yeah, why? That makes sense. I can definitely see Bumbo being very, very, very protective. I think that's something that Marco could sense, so he's just being a little wary. But no, once again, Wyatt, thank you for popping on. I'll definitely be looking after your Bumbo, and the VOD will be accessible as well. For sure. Oh, thanks, Atrona. Oh, you guys are gorgeous. Alrighty. So, I think everyone's had their turn. I don't think there's too much else going on at the moment. Oh! We've just come across an unfriendly Barina. See, this is why Clark wanted to stick by his child, because he knew he would just charge into anything. But Clark can now show him how to handle this situation. So we'll just make sure that everything's going well. We also got a bird in the sky that we need to be aware of, which is hard when we've got sicklies. Oh, Cora is so close to wanting to just jump over and protect Pan. Pan, who needs to be healed again. Oh, Pan. See, we can get into the healing fruit as soon as possible. I don't think Cora is going to be wanting to leave him on his own. Or we're going to have to send that one, I think. This one's hard too, but I don't know if Parla is actually able to take any of those. I can hear something moving. That's what we can see moving. Hello there. Ignesco, pop over. Who is this? Is this someone we're going to welcome into the tribe? It's a little girl called Coiswind. And Coiswind, very, very vibrant. She's got a fishing tail, nimble fingers, a digging paw. She's very versatile. It's very, very versatile. It's got the quirky little features shared by Aurora. Yeah. She's quite sweet. Just a little teenager too. Do we want to invite Coiswind in? Right, the VOD will definitely be accessible on my Twitch, and I'll be getting up the YouTube video tomorrow. Alright. Well, I guess it's Ignesco. Ignesco wouldn't even think twice about it, would she? She'd be like, oh my gosh, yes, a new tribe member. Oh gosh. Oh, Cora's so nervous. She does not like the idea of her child being left alone at the moment. She wants to drag him towards the healing fruit as soon as possible. Alright, well, we've got little Coiswind here, who can actually pick off this bush, so might as well let her pick off the bush. And Pristone, he's just watching and be like, oh, that's an interesting looking nicheling. She's very bright in colour. Very bright in colour. We're going to have Acorn. She's not going to be far away from a child. We'll have Rovanu. Stay nearby too. Oh, these guys. Alright. Aurora's sticking nearby for support. And we've got Flamebiter. He's seeking... oh, healing fruits! Alright. He's going to want to let these guys know that there's healing fruits here. And then we've got Meticulia, which I think... oh, I reckon these guys could have a kid together. Let's see, if we were to have them have a child together, is there anything... well... for me, Nariaro, he's very, very focused on... I feel like it's fair that he'd want to try and keep the shaman line going. So let's go more of the person out. And maybe he'd find it easy if he could actually, like, he'd like, oh, if I'd like my kid to be able to toss away these pesky bundles. So maybe he'd want to give horns. What would be a really good one to help toss bundles away? Obviously, the Megalosaurus horns would very, very easily scoop up a bundle and toss it away. So, let's go the Megalosaurus horns. Metaculia, is there something that she's going to want to be bringing to the genetics? Oh, double check that they don't have shared genes, which they do. Ugh, they can't breed. Ah, dear. Gonna have to be so careful with that. And that's something that our shaman would be very, very aware of. So what, he's going to have to be breaking a heart to be like, oh no, we can't. Okay. Let's sort out this Barina. Claire's going to pop in and he's going to ask his child to hide in the grasses and watch. Very, very, very much so. And I think this person is going to be in awe and be like, wow. He could do that too. Espresso is very, very strong. I love his name. Can Bumbo continue to try and call it Ignesco or find her? Absolutely, that is going to be his mission. Alright. Well, let's have Pitcher settle in the nest. They've done some exploring. He's probably a little tired, and Sorrow's going to stick nearby, but keep an eye on what's going on. Keep an eye on this bluebird, which is actually something that Marco has the ability to handle. So let's have him pop over. Is that another bird? No. Because he's going to want to be able to help with this situation. If the bird gets close, he's going to attack. Alright, is Bombo able to move his kids anymore? Yes, he can. So let's have them go in this direction. And whilst Sprocket's looking after Kai, I think Bombo's going to want to try and push forward. He's really, really desperately wanting some support now. I think he's realised how hard it can be to be out on his own. He's appreciating some support. So he's going to find a way. He wants to find a way to call out to Ignesco. He's so cute. Alrighty. I think everyone's good. We're just watching this dilemma. Oh dear. He's looking for a babysitter. Alrighty. We're ready? Oh dear. Kampala eat from these? No, he's too young to collect them. Oh, these guys are just looking on. I reckon Acorn would desperately be like, Rivanu, we need the healer, please, please, please. And Aurora would be like, that's fine, I'm really fast on my feet, I'll go get the healer. And I think there she'll run into Akora and learn what's been going on. Who's got a leech? Oh dear. That's alright. Deb will be able to fix that up. Easy peasy. He's like, let's pop away from the edge. We don't need any more leeches pestering us. I think Espresso found that a very, very interesting hunting session. Sorrow, just have Sorrow pick that up. And we're going to have Nariaro here being like, I'm looking after this child too, but of course I'll try and make the trip to try and save the other one. He can move relatively quickly. See how quickly he can get there. And he'll pop in and he'll try and heal as much as he can. And Meticulio is going to look after his bushes in the meantime. Alright, let's see if we can get him closer. She's etching him along. Where's his bluebird? Can he swoop her yet? No. But he's protecting over Parla, so if he gets any closer, he can swoop in. Oh, poor Acorn. Just really wanted a family. Okay, let's have these kittlings popping up behind him. He doesn't want them out of his sight. He's also wanting to try and find Ignesco. Let's have him, he wants to tuck in closer. Oh my gosh, there's such a drama happening over here. Where's that bird gone? Further away, okay. Keep an eye on the bird. Flame Biter's trying to clear the way to the plants. So Pan can get there as soon as possible. Vanu. Alright, so now we've got a Ignesco here. Now, she's starting to get a little bit older, so I think she's going to be wanting... I think she knows that Marco's busy doing a lot of what he's designed to do, so maybe... Well, she could probably trust Coastwind to look after the little one. She might be... maybe that's something she can do. She does like the idea of going towards Sorrow, because Sorrow is obviously an amazing mother. So maybe we can all start heading in that direction. whilst Kois is getting to know what the little ones are like. So let's have Koiswin kind of give a little bit of support whilst Princess Stone moves over, and then we're gonna have Ignesco go towards Sorrow, because I think she'd really, really trust Sorrow to look after her little one. So poor Bombo, he's really struggling with the passing of Ruby. No, darling. Also, Bombo only trusts Sorrow and Ignesco right now. Yeah, so I think he's going to keep trekking. He's going to make a call and see if he can get some help to support them. The healer's on his way up to poor little Parla, which Acorn is so desperately grateful for. Because even though he's by the healing fruits, he can't eat the healing fruits. See if he can help him. Alright, we'll leave where they're at. We're keeping an eye for the bluebird, but he doesn't seem to be getting too close. I think Marco's definitely going to be wanting to keep a close eye on him though, so let's have Marco. He's better off if he's up in a high spot. So let's have him here, where he can easily protect over the little one. Alrighty, I think that's everyone. These guys aren't going to be wanting to go too far away from their child. Alright. Oh. The drama. So much drama. Alright, well we can have Nariaro is going to come in and do his healing powers straight away. And then he's got to go pop back and keep an eye on Pan. So he's basically the travelling medicine man at the moment. I have little Pan. Keep moving forward, being very, very well looked out for. And it looks like Marco can nearly protect him from a distance as well. Ticulio is like, I don't think so, Bunny. Go away. Aurora, I think, is probably going to want to try pop back and try and offer as much support as she can, but then she's just found her friend again. She doesn't want to go too far away from Aurora. I think she'd want to pop in and she's just going to offer some support to Aurora while she's at it. Alright, we've got Flamebiter trying to show the way. Such a long trek for a little child. Keep an eye on that bluebird. Well, I think Acorn and Ravanu have agreed that this is a sign that they shouldn't be together, and they're going to take a step back from each other. Alright, Ravanu's going to grab some berries to bring back. Acorn, she's so worried. And Akora, she's going to stay close to watching her child, but she's going to grab some berries too while she's at it. Now, I guess these guys can start heading back. Oblivious to the craziness happening on the other side of the tribe, on the other side of the island. Let Klar and his son go back to Sorry. Yeah, they're on their way back now. They've done their exploring. They want to go back to Sorrow. She is 2 days away from having her child as well. So Klar's definitely wanting to be there to support her. And we're going to have Ignesco wants to keep encouraging her little Pristone along. It's going to be a big trip. One that she knows he can handle. With the support of Koiswind, that is loving having some responsibility to help. And now we're going to have these guys moving forward. Bombo's not wanting to go too far, but he's needing a way to get in contact for help. Oh, little Kai, so cute. Alright, I think everyone is looking pretty good. We're keeping an eye on that bluebird, which is getting way too close. Where is this bluebird? Oh, close. Very close. Is it going to come closer? No, further away. Okay, we'll keep an eye on him. It's alright, because Marco's protecting. Although Marco, I don't know if he can get sick up there, but that might be a little bit close for comfort. So let's have him just... Let's have him pop here. Yeah. Alright. Let's go next day. Bumbo's just looking for a stump to call Ignesco or Sorrow. Or Claw. Oh, true! He's very, very close to Claw. Alright, the bird's still here. But that's giving Parla a little bit more of a chance. But now I think we've got Pan that's now needing the Healing Grace. And I don't know if Nariara can get to him this turn. I know he does have the ability to heal himself, but I don't think he would test it. I don't think he can get there this turn, so he's just going to have to keep a close eye on Pan. Be ready to heal him next turn. Oh, poor Cora. Keep an eye on the bluebird. Because the moment that bluebird gets too close, we've got Marco there ready to take him down. Alright, we found the healing fruit, so we've prepared those for the children at least. Hi, Blade! Welcome on in! How are you today? Lovely to have you here. We're in the our Ignesco tribe adventures. There's a lot of drama going on. Oh my gosh. I think you mentioned you'd never looked at Niche before. But yeah, this is Niche. We've got a gorgeous little tribe here, a few little members. I'll give you the time to kind of get to know a few of the characters, but we do have a few baby nichlings that need to have, as was it Wyatt would put it? Is it Wyatt? Needs to have a soul. So if you'd like to have a nicheling named after yourself and become a part of the family, let me know. But I hope you're well. Clara would like to do the same. What's Clara wanting to do? Yeah, Marco is definitely wanting to attack the bluebird, but it's just waiting for him to get close enough. He's protecting the little ones at the moment so they don't get taken. But if we can if we get little Parla to sit here instead and have Mama not so that she can get sick, but then Marco can sit there and be a lot closer. And I've got Nari here. We've got Aurora in the middle of the drama too. Ravanu. Oh, they're so worried about the little one. Alright, we're going to get Clara and Espresso to come back because our beautiful Sorrow is going to get ready to have her last child. I'm super excited to see what the genetics come through with these guys because the genetics have just been super satisfying. Incredibly so. There's no bluebirds nearby, so we'll let our little pitcher pop over and Mama can pop in the nest. And Clara's going to be running straight over to be with his mate during the process. And little pitcher nearby as well. Very important. Oh, so close to having another little baby. Guys, tomorrow. Blade, I'm well, thanks. And yeah, sure, I have a niche made. I'll probably get used to this as I go on. It's a really cute, chill game. We're playing it in a very chill way as well. Well, we do have a few babies that are needing a soul. I like to say essence. So we've got Pitcher here. Pitcher's here, so you can name Pitcher and we can be on the journey together, kind of give them a bit of a personality, a bit of a character, a bit of a story. You get to help build him a story. So we've got Pitcher here, whose parents are like the toughest nuts in the whole lot. Very, very, very bold. He's gorgeous, this little Pitcher. He's very, very cool. And then we also have Kai. Kai is really, really cute, the son of Bumbo. Bumbo is like he's a little bit of a loner, loves exploring, he's always protecting the place, but he likes being on his own. He just lost his partner, who is the mother to beautiful Sprocket. But little Kai here is still in need of an essence as well. So you can have either Kai or you can have Sprocket, Pitcher or Kai. We do have two other nichelings, but they're sicklings, so they're very much TDing whether they can handle an essence or not. And we will have one more child tomorrow with Sorrow and Clara again. So, soul. So yes, let me know which one you're drawn to, and we can pick a name for them. And yeah, they become your tribe member, your family member. Oh, Scorpion Tail. Hopefully we get the Scorpion Tail. That would be really, really cool. Oh, of course. Anyone else who's popping in who's curious as well. Any questions? let me know about the game, about the family, whatever, and we'll try and bring clarity where I can, as well as chat. Everyone in the chat is very inversed as well, so if you have any questions, we'll help answer. Oh my gosh, you guys are ready for the child now? We're gonna handle a bird first. That's very close. You guys are so cute for this baby. We can have the baby then. I'm just gonna move these guys a little bit closer. Alrighty, you guys, we'll get these guys a little bit closer to where we can. Oh, you guys have jumped ahead with all the excitement. I had to make sure that all the other nichlings are ready. Alright, the bluebird's gone away again. Okay. Let's get some love. We're gonna have a baby. Lots of love, lots of hype. Scorpio tail, Scorpio tail. Love the scenery, little attention to detail. Yeah, it's really simplistic, it's really sweet, but yeah, it's got a lot more mechanisms than it has coded. It's kind of like a turn-based game. Yeah, but it's genetics-based, survival-based, but it's kind of turn-based. It's really, really cute. Alright guys, can we get some love in the chat for our beautiful latest, our latest child now joining the last child of Sorrow and Clara. It's going to be a powerful one. Oh, I'm excited. Alrighty, can we have a countdown from 3, please? So we can welcome in the newest gorgeous child to the family. Oh. 3, 2, 1. Oh my god, they're so adorable. This one looks the most like Sorrow and Pat 2, but no scorpion tail. We still don't get a scorpion tail. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Oh, she's a little girl. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Let's see what the difference is between them. So let's get all the siblings together. So we've got the little angel. She's the latest to be born. She's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just seeing the difference between the genetics. There's not a lot. Yeah, these guys are all the same, except for the difference in their pattern, basically. Other than that, and we have a little bit of a difference in these genes lining up here. It wasn't passed on in dominant, but it's definitely all recessive. Clara definitely has all the bearingness now. It's recessive. It's all still there. But no, she is really, really, really cute. Really, really cute. Alright, Blade. Well, you got 3 options now. You've got Pitcher, you've got Angel, and you also have Kai. So you can pick one of them, give them a name, choose their chest color. Yeah, they'll start to join the tribe. Now, this is the next drama that's going on. We're trying to keep these guys alive. So we can definitely have Pan healed now. Let's have him keep going towards the healing bushes. Getting a quick cuddle from Mum before she gets sick. Alright, and then he's got to head back to the other child. Wow, Nariari just got very, very, very busy. We'll have Ikora pick this up, but she can't stay next to the child because she doesn't want to get sick. She wants to stay nearby. Parla, oh darling. You just gotta live a little bit longer. Stay strong, little one. And we're definitely not going to have Acorn going too far. Acorn's really, really desperate for a child too, though. Oh, maybe she would, out of thanks to Nariaro. They could have a child together. Maybe Rivanu will be remembering the Teculia, because he was tossing up the 2. Maybe they could have a child together. Choices. I'm awful at making them. Well, here, let me get the 3 little ones up next to each other so you can have a look. So we've got Parla, Pitcher, and Angel. No, yes, no, yes, no, Pitcher, Angel, and oh, Pristone needs an essence too. I forgot about Pristone. So Pristone is going to be the next leader of the tribe. He is the daughter of Ignesco, who is the tribal leader, and Marco. So we've got Pristone, who's going to be the at the moment it seems like he's a bit of an earth child, very very connected to the trees, oak trees. He gets lots of wisdom from them. So we've got Pristone, who needs an essence. We've got Angel, who's just come and joined. We have also Pitcher, who is Angel's brother, who also needs, they're kind of like the warriors. They're going to be like the warrior energies in the tribe. And then we also have Kai here, and Kai is part of the solitary group at the moment with a toxic body. That's why he is purple. It's pretty cool. But yeah, so you've got Pristone, the earthy leader to be. You've got Angel, the feminine warrior coming through. Then we've got Pitcher, and then we have little Kai. Pitcher's a pretty cool fellow, I must say. Pitcher is awesome. He's very, very quirky. Would you like to have Pitcher as your essence? I mean, I really like Angel. I hope to pass my soul into one of my children. True! Oh gosh, guys! That's something to remember as well. Oh! Lovelies! Hi, gorgeous! How you doing? Yeah. Lots of drama. We've got a few sick kids, so our shaman is running off his feet to keep them healed. A lot of upset mothers who have got sick kids. We've got lots of babies that are waiting for viewers to take them on as their own, which I don't think you've got one, Lovelace, so you can definitely pick one as well. Blade has just embraced Pitcher to be his new family member. So Blade, now you just got to pick a name. You can keep it as Pitcher, or you can change the name. You can pick a chest color. There's a few different choices for the chest color as well. And you can also give a little bit of, you can give it the time to figure out what kind of direction you want to go in, but give a little bit of a personality to Pitcher, 3 likes and 3 dislikes, and then that goes in as in our tribe information, which if you type in the command tribe, you can see what's already there. Lovelace, would you be interested in having one of the nichlings named after you? So we've got gorgeous little Angel who's just joined. We've got Clark, who's going to be showing the little ones how to do the hunting. We do have Bumbo, who's still trying very, very desperately to get help. He wants to get help as soon as possible. I don't think he trusts the bugs, so he's definitely not going to be having Kai going towards the bugs. He's very, very protective. You probably want to try and get rid of them if you can. He's very wary of the bugs. He doesn't trust them. And then we're trying to get little Pristone over to Sorrow. And Ignesco obviously wants to see what the tribe is doing as the leader. She might pop up here actually and holler that she's back. And little Koiswen is just watching behind, keeping an eye of the little cheeky Pristone that's there. How many days does Sorrow have? So Sorrow has 10 more days with this. Can I rename it to Raven? Yes. Yes, I love that name. Absolutely. So got a gorgeous Raven. And what do I do to get the command things up? So I can get them up for you. So this is all the information that we currently have. So if you want to add like a bit of a personality blurb, 3 likes and 3 dislikes to give your niche a little bit of a personality. Absolutely go for it. Oh, I'm so excited. And you can also pick a chest color. So you can have it kept as green, or you can change the chest color to kind of match their vibe as well. As you can see, his mum has got purple. Very bold on Sorrow, having the purple gems. And then Klar has got a mix. He's got red, pink, and dark blue, I believe, is his go-tos. Moon, I really hope to pass my soul into Angel when sorrow passes. Yeah, if no one else takes Angel beforehand, absolutely. Any Barina kids? No, no. Clara was going to have a Barina kid, didn't end up having a Barina kid. But his kids do have the Barina gene recessive, so got newly named Raven, which I absolutely adore. Has the Barina snout recessive, and so does his sister Angel. Very, very sweet. Okay. So where are we up to? Where are we up to? We have these guys kind of keeping an eye. We're definitely keeping an eye on the picture there too. Got Espresso here. Espresso is a bit of a cheeky one, just wanting to go out and do some exploring. I could so see Espresso being like, oh, like it's cool having a little sister. Oh my gosh, there's a giant bear there and a weird bird there. I could so see. I want nothing to do with these children. Oh, lovelies. Oh gosh, what'd the children do to you? Not a bearino, is that why? I might keep the chest color as it is. I think I'm going to try and work out the personality thing. Apologies, I'm quite slow. Blade, you take your time. Yeah, when you figure them out, just comment them and I'll plug them in. Because I'll be making a little character profile for yours as well. And obviously, well, Raven is already in the family tree, just needs to be renamed, so that will help as well. Day 73 is when sorrow will pass. Oh gosh, I don't know if we'll get to 73 today. I do need to jump off. I'll probably try and aim at like 11:15 for me, which is about 45 minutes from me now, 40 minutes from now, because I've got a new moon meditation that I'll be holding, which you guys are definitely welcome to as well, so let me know if you're interested. Yeah, I'm going to be holding an hour meditation at 12, and I'd like to be prepared for that. And I know what it's like on here, you start playing and you never leave. So yes, I'm keeping that in mind. I think I'm liking the idea of Acorn finding solace in Nariaro, and maybe they could have a child together. And then Rivanu could probably be interested in Meticulia. Meticulia said that she was going to hold this space though for Nari whilst he was gone. So I think when Nari knows that his little one's safe, he might go down and see her. Alrighty, well that's these guys sorted. We're keeping an eye on this bluebird. I'm wondering if he can actually... Just want to keep an eye on him. Marco is definitely being very protective and patrolling at the moment, which is good. Alright guys, we might go the next day then. Alrighty. So can Bumper tell the kids to stay where they are? Absolutely, if he trusts that. He can have Kai, Sprocket look over Kai. Did you leave the command personality out? Don't think it appeared for me the first time. Can someone in chat use the command tribe, please? It should pop it up. Okay. Thank you, Wyatt. Blade, you're not being a nuisance at all. Not at all. Thank you guys, you're legends. Okay, so let's go. We'll keep an eye on this bluebird. Oh, he's so close to being able to reach it though. Where is this bluebird? Oh, it's just over there. Alright, we'll keep an eye on the bluebird. So let's go the next day. Alright, how are our little ones going? How are they holding up? Parla's doing okay, but he does need healing again. So good thing we've got Nari here. He's going to heal, and then he's going to come back towards where we've got Pan. Pan is heading towards the healing bush. Keep an eye on this bluebird. There's only one. We're going to have... Alright, Aurora is going to pop out of the way. We're going to have Ikora also pop out of the way. And I think... think next time he comes back, Acorn might pair up with Nari, because I think he's just healed Pan, so he'll be popping back over to Parla. And I think Ruvanu is going to trust that they're fine, and he's going to head down to meet up with Meticulia. I think. Let's keep an eye on this bluebird. Looks like it's in the water, but Marco's keeping an eye out. And then we've got Flamebiter just trying to keep the way clear for his son to come through. Are you close enough yet? Oh, he's so close. And we've got Meticulia, who's looking after the place for Nari. Alright. So, Sprocket's gonna look after beautiful Kai here, and Bumbo is on a mission to try and find one of his friends. Alright, he might be able to get here faster. So it's gonna pop up there, he'll do a call out, and we'll see who can respond. We're gonna have Prestone. Prestone's gonna... Did we not protect the child? Oh no, he got so close. We weren't able to protect the child. Oh, Cora. She'd be so heartbroken. He was so close to getting there. Ah, blessed to be though, blessed to be. He was sick, he was suffering, so at least now he's at peace. And a Cora can be at peace. That's really important too. So she's going to give lots of thanks to Nariaro, but that also gives Nariaro the freedom to just look after one child. And I think we'll let Acorn and Nari kind of form a bit of a bond as well. Marco is going to go back to his exploring and protecting. He might want to keep an eye out where his kid's going to. Ignesco's only got 2 more days with this as well. Oh gosh, so we're going to have Coy's Wind be quite protective whilst we hand Prestone over to the family. And I can just see Clara being like, oh gosh, Espresso, what are you doing? He might pop over here to keep an eye on her and to say hello to his beautiful leader. They hold a lot of respect for Ignesco. Call Espresso back, because she's being very cheeky. She's probably going to do a quick dash of that while he's going past just for shits and gigs, right? Oh, little Raven, so cute. I love this. Oh, who is this? He's come by just whilst Bumbo was away. I reckon Sprock would be like, oh, hello. Good thing you've come whilst Dad was away. He probably only came over because Dad wasn't there. He's beautiful though. Look at Beaker. He's got gorgeous colours. He's able to dig. He's got protection. In fact, do you reckon Sprocket would instantly have a crush? Maybe. Well, Bumbo can't... Oh, Bumbo probably can see him actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to have to do a holo then run back because he's too exhausted to head back now. But I feel like Kai might want to sit a little bit closer to Sister though. Kai has been told very, very early on not to go near any other nichlings. So just to clarify from Blade, 3 likes and 3 dislikes with anything on my choice. Absolutely. But stop apologizing. You're not a nuisance at all. Not a nuisance at all. Yeah, take your time. You can get the time to kind of, you know, get to know Picture a little bit more if you like. But yeah, just 3 likes, 3 dislikes. You can use the other templates, you know, other nichlings that are already in there for a bit of an idea if you need it. But yes, Bombo, Hollis for Ignesco, then goes to kill the nichling. Oh gosh, he's very protective. That's unless Sprocket can convince his dad, her dad, that he's fine. He's just wanting to check on us. You scared him away. I reckon Sprocket could potentially have a bit of a crush on the new nichling they just went through. Okay, so let's see where we are at. Let's have Ignesco She's going to be, it's coming to the end of her lifetime, so she's prepping everyone where she can. And yeah, just sending a lot of love, which Bumbo will be able to hear that call too, so he's going to get reassurance that he's got nichlings nearby, and he can do a call in return. But yeah, oh gosh, Ignesco, how fun. Oh my gosh, that means that I get to have a child essence soon. I completely forgot that was a thing. Oh dear. Okay, alright. Let's see how we go with this next day. Sprocket's gonna have to be real convincing. Hey, teenage love, right? Teenagers can get very, very convincing. How long until Bumbo can go and kill the nichling? Well, we're going to go the next day now. The next day now. Oh dear, well we haven't lost any nichlings. Other than the Ikora's child. Oh, she'd be so sad. We do have Parla here that still seems to be content. So let's have Nariari pop over. And let's have these guys sidle up, I think. Acorn's already got... No, she doesn't have it. Does she want to add any genes to the pool? She's quite quirky and I like her little quirks. So I don't know if I really want to change anything. Anything from her experience that she'd want to shift? I don't think so. I think she's pretty content. So we'll let these guys have a child, I think. It'd be nice for Nari to think that he could start a family. But he's definitely going to be asking her to move closer to home, for sure. I think we're going to let these guys come together in comfort because, oh, poor Cora. She lost her little boy. And Aurora, oh dear. So Aurora's going to give her support as much as she can as well. Vanu's going to head back down towards Meticulia to make sure that she's okay. And let's see... Ugh, Angel's growing up too. Oh, we've only got 8 more days on Sorrow as well. These guys just age too quickly. It's crazy. Alright. Bombo's going to call out instantly. I guess we might as well have Sprocket sidle up and kind of warn Beaker to be like, Beaker, run. My dad is very, very pissed. Run. Beaker's going to run. He's going to run. And I don't know whether Sprocket would know where to tell him to run. I can see him running in this direction. But yeah, he piss bolts. He runs very, very fast. But I can definitely see Bumbo trying to run as fast as he can after him. He's not very fast though. So I think Sprocket's feeling hopeful that her new crush is going to be fine. But yes, no, we're going to have, I reckon Marco would have heard that call and he'll be popping over to see what's going on. Gotten a very, very brash threatening from Bumbo, so I reckon he would run quickly back and tell Clara what's going on. Let Clara run over and see if he can support his mate, which will then have, I can see, Espresso running close behind his dad, wanting to know all the gossip. Alright, well we can have little Pristone. He's getting welcomed in to get supported by the beautiful Sorrow. I can see her popping in between them. And I kind of want to, let's have her bash down that bush so that Ignesco can have the moment to do a last holla, ancient holla, pop in here, and just have a chat with a really, really close friend, Sorrow, before she heads on to the other world. Thank you for taking in her son Pristone. And yeah, we've got Marco here as well, so this is a beautiful little group that will be saying goodbye to Ignesco. Yeah, wow, it's actually really sweet. That's a bit crazy to think. I can't believe Ignesco is passing along. I think that's where we'd be up to then. I think it's up to the next day. The dumb nichling, yeah, he's very, very silly for going up to his children when the one time that he stepped away. Bumbo tells Car, find that nichling. I think he'd be wanting to tell Clara, my children, can you please get them to the tribe? Then find that nicheling. He's very much would be prioritizing his children over chasing down a stray nicheling blade. So the likes can be loves to be around family. Oh, I love that. Swimming, big pools of water. Okay. And hunting. Yes, he's going to be very, very, very good at hunting. So that's perfect for him. Dislikes craziness because Raven is laid back and calm. I like that. Okay. The mornings, doesn't like mornings, not a morning nicheling, and doesn't like veggies, which also makes sense. I can definitely see Raven being more of a hunter like mum and dad, bit more like dad. Hopefully I did this right. Absolutely, Blade. I love that. Okay, so throughout the journey, feel free to keep reminding me of these little likes and dislikes so I can incorporate them into the journey. I've got a few nichelings I can kind of look over, so it's easy for me to forget. So, no, but thank you for joining into the family, Blade. That's super exciting. Ah! No, Bombo is pissed. He don't care. He wants that nicheling dead. Well, if he does that, he's going to be leaving his children unlooked after. So, I have a feeling he'd prioritize. Because he doesn't have too long with this either. He's only got a few more days. He's feeling quite old. So I think Kala would be wanting to make sure that his little ones are looked after. And then he would go and try and find the nicheling. Also, Bumbo is not happy with Sprocket. Well, she hasn't started to try and convince this other nicheling yet. But he did see her be a little bit too nice. Encouraging even. Alright guys, I think this is it for the day. Can we get a lot of love and appreciation to the beautiful Ignesco? This is her last day before she moves on to the next world. She shared a lot of wisdom, a lot of grace, being very supportive. She's been a beautiful part of the tribe, obviously leading them to this beautiful island to start with. We won't talk about the timeline, that didn't work as well. But yes, if we could bring some love, lots of love into the chat for Ignesco. Beautiful Ignesco. I'm going to give her soul to another nicheling, yes. And at this stage, I think I'd be giving it to her son. I feel like that's fitting. A leader passing on to a leader. So, seeing as no one has chosen Pristone to be their soul, I'm going to I'll take Pristone on. Alright, beautiful people. Lots of love to Ignesco. And a countdown to, if you may. From 3, countdown from 3, we'll say goodbye to her. Beautiful Ignesco, thank you. 3, 2, oh, my heart. Oh, this is a beautiful, beautiful transition. The suspense! The suspense! She's such a bold leader too. Why it's hanging? I'm hanging on a thread here. Why? Why? We've nearly got to the end. I said one. Okay, yeah. Yay! Thank you. All right, gorgeous. Thank you. Oh, beautiful. And I reckon we would have. Oh, look at that. We've got a nice spot here where we can bury her as well. So we'll have Sorrow bury her beloved leader, her beloved friend. And yeah, I'll take Pristone on then. I'm going to put my essence into Pristone. And I'm going to keep him as green, I think, because I think that matches his eyes. I've already got a little bit of a personality kind of built for Pristone, but I will kind of build it and put it in the thing. But I definitely see him as being a little bit more reserved. He likes really connecting with nature. He doesn't not like seeing people, but he doesn't go out of his way to see people, which is a bit different to his mum. He's a lot more, he gets wisdom from the oak trees. Yeah, so he's going to be our new leader to be. So we'll give him a, actually he's not quite the alpha yet, but he can grow into being an alpha. Beautiful, how exciting. Alrighty, well, Clar's definitely going to be going through. He wants to quickly, well, Bumbo's going in, having a quick word with his daughter. And I can definitely see him now that Clara is here supporting. He's going to want to go run off after this nicheling. But I can definitely see Sprocket begging her dad to be like, no, Dad. Like, what if I don't see you again? Like, what if you end up, you know, feeling too weak on this? Like, you're too old for this, Dad. And if you go off and try and chase down this nicheling, you're going to feel even more drained. And there's a chance that I never get to see you again and look after you, you know, before you pass on to the next world. Oh. There's no need for lots of violence in here. Or if it be raining though. It's almost like a sign. Hey, it's like a cleansing. Cleansing to be like, there's no need to be... it's almost like Ignesco brought on the rain. To be like, okay, you know, any negativity, any fear, any sadness, let this rain purify you, cleanse you, and let you know that I'm always there. I love that. I love that. That's really sweet. Bobby says I'm going to die anyway. I might as well go down trying to kill something. No, let the rains wash over you. Let Ignesco's love fill your heart. Let Ignesco's love fill your heart. And then we've got, yeah, we've got a little bit of a crew here. Obviously, we've got Sorrow here now, welcoming in the beautiful Coiswind. Marco isn't one to really stick around much, so he's going to go back into his exploration ways. I think he's going to pop up in the tree here. He wants to be aware of what's going on with this situation, but obviously he doesn't want to intrude. So he's just going to watch from a distance as Claire sorts this out. Espresso, I think because that's Clara's son, Bumbo's being a little bit, you know, more open. Oh my gosh, go away. And then we can have, yeah, Ruvanu come in and offer the meat that he just collected to help Metaculia. How's this little one going? Come on, Parla, you can do it. Keep healing, darling. Gotta wait till she grows up so that she can actually pick from the fruit. But we're gonna, definitely we don't want her to go away from the fruit yet. Flamebite is here, keeping company for his partner here, who's very, very upset. Aurora is keeping her friend company as well. She just lost her only child. She's only with us for another 5 days as well. And then we have... we've got a little bunch here. So what I think would want to do is we're going to have Sorrow pop here. Push Pristone closer to Angel and Raven so they're all together. And yeah, have Coiswind kind of help keep them all together. I think Coiswind's kind of being roped in as being a bit of a babysitter in all this. Which I don't think she minds. She looks like she's quite a sweet soul. And is very honoured to be welcomed in so nicely. And I like how Sorrow's, you know, popping over her past leader's grave in respect and honouring. Oh, it would have been chill if that nicheling approached me first. That's fair. Clara, tell Bombo to chill out. Chill out, it's okay. I'll be looking after your little ones. Stay with your family. Don't throw it away over something that could mean nothing. Like, I will help protect them. I like that. I like the name Pitcher, but Raven is a cooler name in my opinion. Raven is a beautiful name. I love the name Raven. It's really, really, really cute. Devin! Hi! You've been missing all the drama, girl. You would have been, like, in heaven. It's been, like, drama central. Why, that bummer came up to my kids right after I went to call for someone. He should come to me first. Bummer leaves his family to go kill the nicheling. Alrighty, well, you're definitely upsetting your daughter whilst you do this. I can imagine Sprocket is very, very heartbroken that you'd prefer to chase after a nicheling that she's, you know, she actually feels towards just out of spite. But that's his choice. That's his choice. Alright, well, whilst he is blinded by his hate, by it seems, I reckon Cla's going to bundle these guys up and get them ongoing. He's going to be there for the support. Let Espresso meet Sprocket for the first time. I don't know if Sprocket ever thought she would meet another nicheling. She's like, you're very weird looking. You can imagine her saying that. She's only ever seen her mum and her dad. And Espresso looks very, very, very different to her mum and her dad. As well as Cla, my gosh, she'd be like, whoa, you're not light and bright like my parents were. She'd be in so much shock. I think Kyan's just really excited. He's like, oh my gosh, look at all these new nichelings. Very bubbly child. Alright, well, we've got Marco here, watching the situation. How does he want to handle the situation? I think he might want to swoop in and meet this beaker for starters. As the alpha is the pack, he needs to figure out what's going on here. So he's going to swoop in, meet this beaker, and see what's going on now that he's got a little bit of time whilst Bumbo is following behind. These guys here, she doesn't want to go too far away from her child. And I can tell Nariaro is itching to, you know, get back to his space. Like, obviously he's wanting to heal and help as much as he can. And it's like, well, we've got a kid on the way. We're going to want to be... He wants to be closer to where his herbs are, so that he can offer more of his healing support. But all the healing fruits are up here. So basically Paolo's going to have to live here, but he's reliant on Nari until he can eat these fruits himself. So maybe I can see Nari being here, talking to Paolo, being like, okay, like, these fruits are going to be very important to you. You're going to have to stay by them. It's going to teach them how he can kind of survive on his own. But he's so beautiful. Oh, Devin, it's so good having you back, darling. This is Acorn's child. Sadly, Acorn is very sick. He's got the healer there. He might not survive, but at least he's got the healer there helping. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But Acorn's now with Nari. This was actually Ruvana's son, but they realized that they weren't compatible at all, and after going through the trauma of having a sick child, they've decided that they're not meant to be together. And I think this has kind of reminded Ruvanu of his interest in Meticulia, so he's come here to support them, and I think they might start a little family together themselves. A lot of stuff been going on, Devon. A lot. How did Acorn get pregnant? She nestled up to Nari. I hope the nicheling will be right. It's a little bit on the edge. I don't know if he's going to survive the next day or not. He's got 13 days. And I think with the healing... I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. This is on edge. Parla could survive, Parla might not. It's kind of like at the point now where if Parla doesn't grow up in the next day, we're not going to have... I don't think he's going to be able to survive. Alright, well I think we're caught up with everything. I think everyone's moved, so it's the next day. It's time for the next day. Oh, there's a lot going on, Devon. Blade, I take it you're able to expand the world size as you go on? No, you move to new islands. So, I don't know if we've decided which way we're going to go yet, have we? We can either... We'll have to wait till we're closer to wanting to move on. But we can either move to the jungle, or we can move to the savannah. So we can decide whether... We can also go to grasslands, if we so wish, but we'll do a consensus. We'll vote before we decide where we go. Survival of the fittest, it is in this circumstance. Sadly, I don't know if our sick nichelings will ever be able to survive. Alrighty, next day, moment of truth, we're gonna have to wait and see if our sweet little Parla makes it or not. Alright guys, can we have some love and support in the chat for little Parla, please? Oh bless. Please, please, please. Good luck, Paula. Stay strong. But we trust whatever your spirit decides. Good luck, Paula. Come on, Paula. Alrighty. Do you guys want to give me a countdown from 3 for our next day? Oh, the build up is real. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Come on, Paula. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh. Oh gosh. 7 days remaining. That was 13 days left. So I think we just lost 6 health. He might survive 1 more day, but he really needs to age up. I don't think he's going to be able to do it in time. But we do have, of course, Nari here to heal him. And then pop back. Safe distance. I think we've got... Oh, pesky Bunnel here. Go away. I think we're going to have Ravanu offer support to beautiful Metaculia. I'd like to get these guys partnered up. I think I already looked at her genes. I was like, I don't know what I'd give her because she seems to be pretty good. The only thing that I think to give her was maybe some speed. Where's she getting her strength from? Savannah wants a medium body, but I don't really want to lose a medium body, but maybe we can give her a running paw so that she can feel more nimble when she's trying to chase the bundles away. And Rivanu already has chains there, so we'll let him kind of comfort her and offer support. It didn't work this time, but you know, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If he ages up in time, maybe you could breed him a bit early to make sure he passes his genes on. I'm going to get him to eat this fruit, the healing fruit, as soon as possible because that's going to help him a lot. But I don't know whether he's going to... Isn't he gorgeous though? To think that is Acorn's son. He's beautiful. He's beautiful. Ikora had a son too that was sickly, but she didn't manage to save him. On his journey to try and get to the healing fruit, he actually got taken by a bird. So she's very, very heartbroken. We've only got her for another 4 days. Oh gosh. But I think a way that's going to make her feel more comfortable is to do exploring. She loves to explore. So I think with her little group here, she can go on a little bit of an exploration adventure. I think that would make her feel better. And obviously we definitely have Acorn not going too far from her child. She's going to pop over here so she can dig up the roots. Alright. Well, from what I've assumed, Bumbo tells the nicheling, my daughter wants to meet you, don't run away. Is he saying that genuinely? Or is he just saying that because he's being manipulative? Because Marco can see through that. And I think until he's certain that this is cooled off, yeah, he's going to be wary here. So he's going to pop in and he's going to ask Beaker's intent. Speaking to Beaker, he's going to be like, okay, Beaker, you know, why are you here? Is your intentions pure? Like, what do you mean coming across Sprocket and Kai? You know, really kind of getting to the core reasonings of what's going on here. Kind of being the mediator in the situation. Trying to do so before Bumbo gets too intense in the situation. So I think... What do you guys reckon? Do you reckon that Beaker here is trustworthy or not? I'm going to put a poll on it. Because he is a wanderer, which is a bit interesting. So the poll is whether we think that Beaker is genuine or not. Is he... Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let's see how this one goes. Alright, so I've just started the poll, so you guys can have a say in what you feel his energy is like. Do you reckon he looks like a trustworthy nicheling? Does he look like someone who doesn't actually, wouldn't really fit into the tribe? Do we trust Sprocket's judgment? What are our thoughts? What are our thoughts? Oh gosh, I should be watching this, hey? It's always interesting how it, like, shoots up. Oh, okay. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Why I spent 1k points. I like Beaker. So you've changed your mind. Bombo likes him now. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. Do you want to explain where the change in Bombo's mana came from, Wyatt? I'd be very curious. Thank you for everyone who voted too. You can't be too forceful, Bombo, otherwise he's not going to trust you. You just threatened to run him down and kill him, so... No, I'm not going to tell until Bombo passes away. Okay, alrighty. Well, Marco's keeping a close eye on this. But where is Bombo taking him? I'm allowing this to happen. Where does Bombo want to take Beaker? That is really cute. And I reckon Sprocket would just, her heart would be so big right now and be like, oh dad. Oh wow. This was a big shift. This is really sweet. Guys. Can we give like a big support and pride moment towards Bombo and his shift? Like that's magic. It's really, really important to live in love, live in open-mindedness, you know, like that was really beautiful. That was really special. Oh, lovely. Well, I guess Marco is going to have a quick chat with Clara and be like, can you just keep an eye on this situation? I'm gonna go pop myself back up and make sure everything's okay. But I can trust you to handle this situation, right, Clara? Like, I hope so. And he's gonna pop back over and just double check how his little one's going, who's now a teenager. Yay! Preston! He's going to be wanting to go back and do his connect with his oak tree now that he's a bit older, but he's not wanting to go too far. Not too far just yet. Typical protective father. Well done, Bumbo. So how many families have we got? We have one family here. We've got, which is Bumbo and his children. Then we've got Kla, and he's got his family with Sorrow, which they are very, very obviously his children. We've got Ignesco's family, which is Marco and Pristone. And then our only other family at the moment is, it's a broken family, but we do have Parla, who was originally with Acorn and Privanu, but they took it as a sign that a sickly child means they weren't meant to be together. So now Nariaro and Acorn are in a family. And Ikora is partnered with Flamebiter, but after her child, she was too old to have another one. And yeah, so they're just being humble. They're just being humble instead. So yeah, we've got what, 4? Did I just say we have 4 families? Alright, Clara is onto it. Clara's like, okay, I'll keep an eye on these guys. Alright, well, Espresso, loving all the excitement going on. It's kind of following by, and I think we're going to have, let's have ourselves encourage Kai to go towards, because I think he's going to be like, yeah, Sorrow, I'm definitely going to bring you to Sorrow. Sorrow's got her own little nursery happening now. But yeah, I think Pristone's going to want to spend a little time with his dad first, and then he's going to want to go back to his oak tree. Let's have Sorrow pop here in the middle of the mall with the help of the beautiful Coast Wind, which she's grateful for. And she's a little bit of a hunter too, which is good. She's showing the kids how to do some hunting. But yes, we're going to get little Kai. Kai is going to be so exhausted after this trip. Oh dear. That's alright. Kai's going to guide him over. I feel like we've got 3 more days with Bumbo. Ikora, we have 4 more days. Gosh, some of these guys are getting old. Where'd the time go? Crazy. 6 days with Sorrow. Clark's still got a little bit. He's got 23 days left. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I think I've looked at everyone that I want to look at. I think we're ready for the next day. Okay. Let's do this. Oh, gosh. Oh my gosh, we still have Parla with us. Oh, but he's not going to make it the next day. Oh no. He had to grow up in time in order to eat the food, but I think if he was healed, like if he had the healer by him straight away, he would have been fine. But we're going to be losing Parla, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to have these guys hold a little session for him. The shaman's going to hold a ceremony to help send him into the next world with ease. But no, Parla's been so strong through this, and at the end of it, he's not going to be in any pain anymore. He's going to be being able to look after all these nichlings instead. So thank you, Parla. Thank you for being here with us. Sending you so much love and light in your passing. It's a shame, but it is how it's meant to be. Prayers for Parla. Thank you, Blade. I mean, Bumbo wants to talk to Sprocket in private. It says these are my lessons, so I'm gonna go lay mud. I mean, hey, if that's soothing for you, mud could be quite soothing. Okay, well let's have him have that chat with his daughter that he's after. So he wants to. Oh gosh, 2 days already. Let's have Sprocket pop here. She doesn't want to go too far away. Oh, Kai just grew up. He's going to be so exhausted. We're going to have to get him back to the nest, and then he's going to want to sleep. And we're going to have Bumbo just take her aside for a moment. Have a chat with his daughter. Have her pop over there so we can whisper in her ear. Kind of would want to be out of earshot, but we don't want him too far away because it takes him a while to come back. But Kai will give him the privacy, and then we'll see them before he goes on. Beak is feeling very, very honoured to be welcomed in like he did, so he's just gonna take the moment to give them their privacy, and he's quite handsome. He's quite a handsome boy, Beaker. You can understand why Sprocket's got a bit of a crush, right? Well, let's see if these guys will be happy to have a little baby nicheling as well. Ravani's going to help keep the shaman space well looked after whilst we wait for Nari to return. And we've just got Ikora doing her exploration with her family following nearby, which is super sweet. Oh, Aurora, she's so sweet. I'm going to keep one of these open so that we can bury Parla. And then we're going to have, I can see Pristone, he's going to go to his spot, his leadership spot, and start learning the wisdom from the tree with Marco. I can see Marco just keeping an eye on everything. After all, we just had a lot of stuff going on, so I'm glad that it's kind of finding peace again. It's settling again. White Bumper asked, "Do you like Beaker?" She's like, I think I do, Dad. I mean, he was really, really sweet when we ran into each other. I don't think he intended to upset you. He just wanted to say hi and check in that we were okay. Yeah, he seems really, really sweet. I've got a bit of a crush on him, Dad. So cute. He's very handsome though. So let's just do a quick age check with everyone so we're on the right path. So we've got Aurora's only about middle age. She's got 41 days. We've got Ikora has 3 days left. Flame has 28. Nari has 21. Parla, it's his Parla's last day. Acorn has 27. These guys are pretty good. They're around the 28, 30 mark. Marco has the 34. Sorrow has 5. Then we have Klar with 22. Bumbo has 2 days left. And that's all our older nichlings. I feel like Sorrow would probably be trying to prepare Klaus Wind to look after the little ones when she's no longer here. But she's definitely going to want to get Clara's attention. She's going to want Clara to look after the little ones while she's not here as well. So I think if Clara isn't back, because he's obviously trying to courier these across, what I think she's going to do is she's going to put the kids in Klaus Wind's attention, and she's going to jump up and she's going to call to her partner. Oh! Who the hell? We found Dugran and he's about to pass away. It's a shame. He must have come here because he wanted comfort on his last day, which he can definitely receive. So we'll try and find a space to comfort him on his passing. We can't get him to join the tribe first, but I think he feels like he's pretty comfortable in this space. But Sorrow just called out to a partner and she'll pop back now. Oh, look at the little plant that's grown over Ignesco. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that's really special. Yeah, so I think that's enough for Clara to be like, oh, okay, we got to get these guys back. I've got to wait for Bumbo, but as soon as I can, I'll be heading back. He might talk to Espresso and be like, okay, Espresso, I just heard your mother call. Can you pop over, see what's going on, and let her know that we're on our way home soon? So, because she's got 5 days left, so we're going to have Espresso run back to Mum. He's fine. And be the messenger. I can see Espresso being the messenger to run back and tell Dad what's going on. All good, Devon. Also, how many days to Acorn gives birth? I think she's about 5 days. Yes. Acorn gives birth in 5 days. Next morning won't be the same without Parla, yeah. But it's definitely going to be a relief for everyone. For sure. Alright, did Bumbo say anything else? Oh, Bumbo. Bumbo being very, very stern. But I think that's really sweet. I think he's going to want to try and bring her back now, though. So for his last day, he's going to be with his kids. So he's going to go lead them back. But that was really, really sweet. Oh. Alrighty. I think we're ready for the next day. We're going to say goodbye to the sweet Parla. So feel free to send some love and give me a countdown for the next day. He's blessed the space, though. He's brought a union together. So Parla's been a very beautiful part of it all. Alright, goodbye, Parla. Thank you for being with us and for bringing your mother to her now forever partner. Very, very sweet. Alright, guys, can you give me a countdown for the day starting from 3? We'll say goodbye to Parla and get excited for the new day. I might only be able to get through like one more day. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Bless Parla, thank you. I feel like Acorn's also had like a sense of relief from that too. You know, to know that her child isn't in pain anymore. So she's gonna bury Parla's bones, and then I think she's gonna just spend some time sitting with it. And Nari's going to keep her company through the process. Very sweet. The Shamanic song to help pass him onto the next world. And then we've got Meticulia here, who's helping keeping all those pesky bunnies out of the way with the help of Ruvanu. We've got Ikora. She's only got a few more days with us, so she's going to do it doing what she loves, which is exploring. And she gets to do it with Aurora, who basically was her child. She raised Aurora like her own child, so I think that's really, really very, very soulful. That's really beautiful. How's Raven going? Raven just grew up to a teenager, so this is going to be mischievous. He's doing good, old man. Oh gosh. I love that. Yes, we do. We have beautiful Raven here, and he's looking ready to start causing lots of mischief. Which I think Coast Wind is feeling a little bit of relief from, because she's like, oh, 2 kids to look after. Could be a bit full on. But no, Sorrow's got 4 more days with this. But she's sent Espresso to get back to Clara about what's going on. And now we're going to have these guys come together so we can say goodbye to our beautiful Bumbo. Have him go back towards the tribe as much as possible so we can get that support from everyone. Have Espresso tell him what his mum said, and we're all just going to... Oh, I should have him next to Sprocket. But yeah, we just got a little farewell for the beautiful Bumbo. For all his support. We'll have, let's see if we can get a few of the other kids over here so they can be a part of it too. Yeah, and we'll have Sorrow here as well. A beautiful little farewell to our gorgeous Bumbo. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for protecting the borders. It's great to see you return back to the tribe to say farewell. I hope you feel all the love, all the appreciation. It's so beautiful. Bumbo says bye, Bika. I swear to God. Don't hurt my kid. Alright, or why? Yeah, you get the chance to decide whose soul you're going to be following on to. So, our beautiful Acorn. I believe she is now 4 days away. She's giving birth in 4 more days. So very soon. So as soon as she says farewell to her beautiful child Parla here, they're going to head back towards the medicine space. Might have a... he might even... Yeah, we'll see. He might even just ask if she wants to create a nest by that space there. But yeah, they're on their way to have their child. You've got Pristone. Pristone is reconnecting to his spiritual roots now. He's already starting into his spiritual practices. But Marco's wanting to go through, and I think he's happy up there, just so he can watch over everything, and he can do a call out of respect to the beautiful Bumbo. How sweet. Alright, I think this is the last day, guys. Can we get lots and lots and lots and lots of truckloads of love for Bumbo here before we say goodbye to him? Shed the love. Yes, I will jump off in 5 minutes. So let's say goodbye to Bumbo, and then we'll let Wyatt pick his next essence, and anyone else who's joined who would like to join the family. I believe we do still have a few other potential children that would like to have their essences. Bye Bumbo, thank you so much for all you've done for the tribe. It's been an honor having you a part of it, and blessed be on your travels in the other world. Roars as loud as you can. I love that. What a send off. Can someone get the avatar? Where's that avatar sound right now? That'd be perfect divine timing. There we go. Amazing. Thank you so much, Og. Oh no, it was Wyatt. Thank you. I think it's very fitting. Blessed be. Blessed be. Oh, I love that. Respect. Bumbo, respect. Oh guys, so beautiful. Alrighty. Let's pass it on. Countdown from 3, please, guys. Bye, Bumbo. Yeah, Wyatt's like... I love these, like, Beaker. Bye, dummy. 3, 2, 1. Blessed be. Aww. And we also had the other nicheling here that passed on, that Pristone helped pass along with his own knowledge of the spirit world. And I think a nice spot to bury him. Well, I think Parla would like to do the honors. He might pop over here, and I think he would like to bury him on this spot right next to his daughter. So we'll let him bury. There's Bumbo's resting place, next to his beautiful daughter Sprocket. Oh, I love that. Alrighty, I am gonna hold it here because otherwise I'll never get off. I know what I'm like. But Wyatt does want to carry his soul on. So far we have available your son Kai does not yet have an essence. So you do have your son Kai. An angel is another that does not yet have an essence, and I believe at the moment that is everyone. That is all we have. We've got Kai and we've got Angel. I don't believe I've missed anyone. Alright, White wants to sit on it. That is absolutely fine. I'll put their profiles on. I'll try and have their profiles on so that it can be clear who's there. But thank you so much for joining, guys. Oh my gosh, the drama in this. I didn't know if I expected this to get so dramatic, but it's been really fun creating a story. I don't usually do stories, so this has been really enjoyable. But no, I've been really, really enjoying it. Connecting with you guys has been amazing. Thank you so much for being a part of this. It's been really, really, really sweet and rewarding. It's satisfying. It's been amazing. So yes, next week, same time, we'll be jumping into the same story. So definitely be a part of that. If you're not yet a part of the Discord, we do talk about it and do discussions, and obviously you get to know when I'm going live and whatnot in the Discord. So if you're not part of the Discord yet, definitely feel free to join it. You can just use the Discord command and it will pop it up. Clara's being very, very defensive, which is nice. Alright, let's quickly go see who we can raid. I definitely love Devon's raiding idea. Thank you so much for being my guidance raider. Once again, Devon, I've missed you, girl. We haven't been connecting as much as we used to. So good having you here. I'm excited for Acorn's Child too. That's going to be a next stream. So yes, that's going to be same time next week. Thank you. Yes, the Discord is there. You're more than welcome to join. It's a beautiful crew. Everyone who's in the chat is in there, so you can keep up with all of them. Let's have a quick look to see who is on. You said Santi. I adore Santi. He is absolutely gorgeous. He is super sweet. What's he playing? He's going back into Pokemon. Oh dear. Oh dear. Seems like a few people are actually. Let's go give Santi some love. He is beautiful. If you have not yet met Santi, you're going to love him. And yeah, he's just super sweet, super cruisy. Yeah, he's lovely. So we'll go see the Santa Claus. And shed love to him. So feel free when we jump in there, give a big shout out with Gracie Raid. Use any, if you're a subscriber, use all the emotes that you can get your hands on. Give him a lot of ruckus. He loves it. Yeah, and just, yeah, feel free to give him some love. He's trying to get to affiliate, so you can give him support with a follow. That would be greatly appreciated too. I love supporting fellow beautiful souls on here, so that would be amazing. Oh, bless Blade. Welcome into the Discord. Thank you for joining. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. It's going to be fun. Alright, gorgeous people. So much love and light. Let's pop over and see the gorgeous Matt, who is the Santa Claus. Very fitting, seeing as we're getting so close to Christmas. It's gone so fast. But yes, if you guys are interested in joining me in this moon meditation in the next half an hour, just give me a quick shout out and give the link on how to join. In fact, I can pop it into the spiritual channel in the Discord as well. But yes, I'm going to be doing a meditation, a live meditation in the next half an hour. So you're more than welcome. I'd love to have you guys present if that resonates. But yes, lots and lots of love and light. I shall catch you next time. Alright, God, just... Alright, guys. I will update the personalities, yes. Who's next?